Nepal. Wow. Did I actually land here? If you were to ask me a year ago if this is where I would be, right here, right now, I would have said no. It wasn't really in my wheelhouse at the time, but here I am. In late summer, early fall, my friend Becky asked me about going to Nepal and trekking the Annapurna Circuit in the Himalayas. Like most of my adventures, it didn't take much for me to commit and throw down a deposit for the trip. We made a plan and landed in Kathmandu March 6, 2023. The experience, I can confidently say, was filled with intrigue, pushing the upper limits both physically and mentally, and creating change. This is our journey, and I am forever grateful. The evening of our arrival, we found ourselves being colored on our faces by hotel staff as we realized the ongoings of the Hindu holy holiday, the Festival of Colors celebrating the arrival of spring. We also enjoyed our first dal bhat meal, the first of many dal bhat meals we would have on this journey. We roamed the neighborhood streets and we marinated in this new experience. The following day, after a restful sleep, we immersed ourselves in culture and toured the city visiting several UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including Swayambhutanath Temple, Pashupatanath Temple, Buddhanath Stupa, and Dubar Square. Representing the flavors of Hindu and Buddhist religions, these Kathmandu temples and stupas gave us front row seats into understanding the spiritual side of Nepal. With reverence, our tour guide taught us the mantra of Chenesurig, O Mane Padme Hum. Translated to be enlightenment, the jewel is here, right here on earth, in front of us, in the lotus. The mantra is found nearly everywhere in the highlands of Nepal, in the prayer flags, on the summits, the high passes, and the many bridges. We safely carried the mantra with us, pulling it out from time to time. Our trek began in the town of Jagat. To get there required a car ride with a transfer to a jeep in Besi Shahar. During the road trip, we observed the local architecture, witnessed village festivities, and crossed paths with the military. From Besi Shahar, we took a shared jeep to Jagat, picking up and dropping off passengers along the way, and also goods. Jeeps are the primary transportation source for the rough, mountainous roads. That evening, we settled into our tea house, anticipating the Annapurna Circuit adventure. With clear skies the following day, we wrapped our backs in our packs and started our trek with our guide, Aditya Dashrat from Adventure Himalaya Circuit. He meshed well with us, keeping us safe, on the right path, and lucky for us, he often starred us in his TikTok videos. Shortly into the hike, we crossed our first footbridge and started to understand the beauty of the trek, with the sights of a few waterfalls and snow-capped peaks grandly teasing us around every turn. We found interest in many villages. A favorite was Tal, set on the banks of the Marsyangdi River. With its colorful buildings and well-manicured yards and gardens, we imagined it being a mountain version of a beach town, bustling with trekker traffic at high season. With every step, the walk was gifting us with the Himalayan masterpiece, and with every spin of a prayer wheel, we were grateful.
can't see. You can't tell where it is.
The cobblestone. Hiking to higher elevation, we embrace the views of some of the tallest mountains in the world. With South Annapurna at our side guiding us early on, we would wake up to the sights of Manaslu Peak, Annapurna 2, Annapurna 4, and Annapurna 3. Hiking higher also meant a change in temperature. We found a new love in our puffy jackets, warming up in the tea houses with hot lemon ginger honey tea beverages, and in the mornings we enjoyed fresh Tibetan bread. Working our way to Manang, our resting spot for 2 days, to acclimatize for higher elevation, the mountains blessed us with sunshine as we hiked through the snow and pine forests. We also made friends with the locals, who brightly showered us with smiles and laughter. Approaching the village, there were many reminders of the sacred nature of the mountains we needed to respect as guests of the space. At 11,480 feet, the settlement of Manang rests on a plateau with stunning views of the towering peaks. A place with an international blend of travelers provided shops filled with gear, bakeries with delicious pastries, and a window into high mountain Nepalese agriculture. The second day in Manang, we took a hike up to 12,600 feet. Basking in the sun, we rested amongst the prayer flags and took in more majestic views. Hi, Becky.
Hello, Julie.
How are you doing?
I'm on top of the world, literally.
Yeah. What do you think about our trek so far?
So far, I think it is a week that I'll never ever forget.
Yeah.
That is life-changing.
What's been your favorite part?
Maybe this minute right now,
Yeah.
honestly.
Being present and living in the moment.
And being surrounded by giganticness and people from all over the world.
It's amazing, isn't it?
And everybody's happy.
I know. Should we show them the view, the circular view?
Let's do it.
The round view? Okay. So lucky and blessed, right? After leaving the comforts of Manang, the ascent continued towards our goal of Thorong La Pass, stopping first for a night at Shuri Letter, sleeping at 13,862 feet. No shower, no heat, and no Wi-Fi were our first world problems as we got higher, but we also experienced shortness of breath more easily at every step. Hi. Are you having fun?
Having fun, yeah. We're just making small talk. You know, a lot of good stories you're missing.
Like what?
They're not in your language. I don't understand them.
This is not easy.
I think, are we at 2 miles?
2.30.
Okay, and look, I think...
At a much slower pace, we were making progress towards our rest stops and kept ourselves entertained thinking about what would be there. That's where you're going to get a hot shower, a Western toilet, therapeutic warming shower. And
I think we probably climbed 1,000 feet though.
I can look.
Any excuse to stop.
897. But over there, there's going to be an espresso bar.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
5G
5G Wi-Fi. And there's going to be cappuccino. And we're going to be able to get some chocolate croissants. And foot massages.
All that, right?
Yeah.
Where are there people? Are there people behind us or in front of us?
No, I think we're the caboose.
Really?
Yeah. For this group of people. That's the pit stop, the rest area. Huh, beautiful. Oh goodness. We could do, I mean, I'm 50-50 if you want it.
Me too, but he says it's better.
Yeah, better.
Okay.
Not energy for tea.
Okay. Cup of tea.
Which tea you like?
What do you think? You guess. Which tea?
Ginger lemon tea.
Yeah.
Yes?
With
Honey.
And ginger.
see, already got him to know our, already got him to know us.
That's the picture we want. We need to borrow his hat. I need to borrow his hat.
After spending the day in high elevation and crossing sketchy terrain, we finally made it to high camp at nearly 16,000 feet. It was cold, and we spent the afternoon burrowed in our sleeping bags.
How do you feel right now? Can you find me?
I think
It's where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo?
Where's Becky?
How are you doing over there, Becky?
I'm doing great.
Why are you so bundled up?
I just feel comfortable. I feel really comfortable like this.
Yeah.
This is the best spot in the whole high camp.
Is this the scenario?
Under 1, 2, 3, 4 shirts, a hat, a scarf, a liner, a sleeping bag, and a blanket.
Yeah.
And I'm not shivering right now, but
How are-
my toes are not well. I'm not going to lose them though.
That's great.
Totally worth it.
Yeah. It's so cold outside. And it's snowing. I really hope they'll let us go over the pass. I would really be bummed out if they didn't let us go over. That evening, we made friends quickly with other trekkers from around the world as we all huddled around the only source of heat. With snow layering on the ground, we went to bed anxiously without a clear green light to Thorong La Pass. Early the next morning, looking to the heavens, we saw a sky full of stars, free of any clouds. The gates were wide open to the pass, and our guide said it was go time. With headlamps affixed, multiple layers of clothing on, and for me a set of gloves covered with my ski mittens, we joined the line of trekkers, guides, and Sherpas. Initially, I was terrified. As someone afraid of heights, it took a fair share of self-talk as I hiked in the dark, with snow blanketing the ground in steep terrain. It got easier as the sunrise lit the surface and shed light on the landscape. The peaks were welcoming giants, displaying the wonder of the high mountain pass. Each difficult step brought us closer and closer to the highest point on this journey. With perseverance, on a crystal clear, windless, sunny day, we made it to the top of Thorong La Pass, reaching 17,769 feet.
ये परम भाई ना
I may have shed a tear as we cheerfully celebrated and danced with our guide Dashrat. All smiles were we as we soaked in the moment. After a rest at the top with a well-earned cup of tea, we packaged up our joy and were on our way. Descending down from the high point, we passed flocks of sheep and goats, signs of civilization, as we strolled towards Muktanath, a busy settlement where we would get hot showers and a warm, restful night of sleep. Before leaving town, we visited the temple and witnessed how religions can exist in harmony, with grounds and relics sacred to both Hindus and Buddhists. Pilgrims came from afar to receive their blessings. We also received ours. Although we reached Thorong La Pass, the pinnacle of our journey, the western side of the Annapurna Circuit brought many exciting and thought-provoking miles. Crossing into Mustang, a region with a name derived from the Tibetan word meaning plain of aspiration, a new experience awaited us. The views had a canvas full of beautiful dry plateaus and picturesque canyons akin to the colorful Grand Canyon. We trekked forward in awe. We made our way to the hub of Jomson, then on to Marpa, a place of Eden filled with pear, apricot, and apple trees. From Marpa, we took a bus ride to Totopani, another terrifying moment as the bus rolled forward through narrow gravel roads carved in the side of canyon walls. As passengers, this drive solidified much respect for the Nepalese people. We honored their resilience, having to adapt to constantly changing, unstable land threatened by earthquakes, avalanches, floods, and landslides. The locals took the bus ride in stride, and our tour guide surprised us with a dance performed for all to see. We had a gentle stay in the warmth of Totopani, which included a soak in the town's hot springs. We were thrilled to be on our feet again the next day with trekking friends we made along the way. The day brought a vibrant scenery filled with colorful buildings and lush vegetation, a welcoming contrast. We delightfully wore our warm weather costumes and couldn't resist a catwalk for our new friends. We even took delight in watching a local soccer practice. The day was radiant and full of steps on our climb up to Gorapani. We took note of the exquisite flowering rhododendron trees, impressive flora as they are shrubs back home. After more steps, a nearly 11-mile hike, and 6,000 feet of elevation gain, we made it to the town. In Gorapani, after a warm-up, we made our final ascent of the trek up to Poon Hill, a major attraction in the area. The alpenglow slowly introduced a captivating sunrise that lit up the mountains in all of their glory. We treasured this moment as it would be our last view of the Himalayan peaks.
Sister, the holy mountain, and that's Himchuli, and that's Annapurna first, Annapurna south, and then Tukche, and somewhere there is covered with a cloud, okay? That's Nilgiri, and that's Dhaulagiri, and Dhaulagiri range first, second, third.
Along the Annapurna Circuit, the Himalayas reached out and touched us deep within our souls, giving us something beyond ourselves, a glowing light to help us shine on. From the bittersweet moment, we carried on with gratitude. Bit with curiosity, we tried on the Sherpa's pack. Fumbling, I clearly didn't know what I was doing.
We did it! What was it? It's, I don't know. It's heavier than my pack.
Yeah, it is.
It gives me a little headache a little bit.
Yeah.
New tortoise, okay?
Yeah. Straight from America. I would not recommend carrying it.
For the record, though, we carried our own gear the entire way. We took joy in the little things, such as this lone horse and its haircut.
Why does she feel like she's in a chicken coop? I don't really know. Why she feels like she's in a chicken coop? What is her problem?
We experienced laughter that brought me to tears and botany lessons by Becky. Taking in every last sound and every last view, we made it to our end of the Annapurna Circuit. We left Nayapol in a taxi and drove to Pokhara. In town, we took a boat ride on Phua Lake and witnessed more Hindu festivities on its island housing the Tal Barahi temple. We had our last meal with Aditya Dashrat, our vibrant guide. He accompanied us the next day to the airport, where we said our goodbyes and we boarded Buddha Air to fly back to Kathmandu. Creating lasting memories on our final day, we walked around the neighborhood, concluding the stroll with a visit to a stupa one last time and sitting in on a meditation session. Om Mane Padme Hum, an adventure of a lifetime. We were graced by a beautiful culture, well fed by its people, and walked the land of something magical. We take with us this treasure, and no matter what we face, no matter what obstacle we have, we will always remember enlightenment is here, on earth, right now, in front of us.